Hey guys, Martial Club is here once again with Sifu Leo Au Yeung. For those of you who have heard of him, you might know that he's well known in the Wing Chun community. He was a technical advisor on the film Ip Man. He's noticed that we also like Shaw Brothers, and he happens to be a Hung Gar instructor in the lineage of our hero, the master Leo Au Yeung, and he's decided that there's a couple things he can teach us about Hung Gar. So let's hand it over to the master.
Hi, hello. Yes, my name is Sifu Leo Au Yeung. Good to see you, Martial Club again. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, I've seen your video. A lot of video is about Hung Gar. It's about similar to Lao Gar movie, right? Which is really impressive. I really like it, right? So I want to help you to improve it if possible, right? So today we are going to go through some Hung Gar principle to make sure you do it absolutely right next time.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, that's it. Go for
Let's
it.
do it.
Okay, right. So today we are going to go through some of the Hung Gar element. Okay, under Hung Gar principle. But first one I need to teach you is the Hung Gar first form. It's called Gongji.
Learning Gongji, taming the tiger. I knew that Gongji was the first and one of the main pillar forms, and I've always wanted to learn it. Matter of fact, I did try to teach myself it, watching Alexander Fusheng, watching all the old movies, 36 Chamber of Shaolin.
Down, hip here, push forward, shoulder height, down. Okay, cross your hand, open, down. Breathe in.
Learning from the real source, I was like, yo, dude. So, after all these years of training, I might have been doing it wrong.
Specifically, learning Gongji with Sifu Leo was very eye-opening because kind of made me reevaluate the way I look at forms. You see, like training forms for so long by myself, I developed the habit of thinking about aesthetics, techniques, the way it looks. But when I was learning with the Sifu, it was obvious that he was using the form to teach us principles. Not to say that it was like less important, but here I am thinking about like what might look good to a casual observer, or what might look good to someone who's watching on the screen. But he was here teaching us like how our body should be positioned so that the technique is effective, so that it can be used in a real life situation, and it took some getting used to. Then the Sifu starts talking about Kyusao.
Kyusao, or the classic bridge hand.
In Hung Gar, signature move is 三條手, the free bridge arm. Because you see in the movie, you see a lot of people they're using it, doing it.
Bridge hand, we do this all the time. Like in every video, in every greeting, in every picture, it's like us throwing up our set. And then when we hear him explain it, and suddenly we might even be doing that wrong.
So first of all, this teaches you the posture in Hung Gar. Your arm, your shoulder have to drop, and elbow have to tuck in. If your elbow is out, you don't have structure, right? So for example, you come here. If you hold the fist here, hold the arm here. If your elbow is out, it's quite easy for me to destroy your structure, because when I push, you got the rotation in here, so your arm is going to this, right? But if your arm is straight in here, so if I push you, just have to hold the body, and then now you can use the core to support your arm. So this is what the Hung Gar bridge arm about. Okay, so your finger have to be, imagine you're grabbing something. This is for in the future, for chin na or for pressure point striking. So all your fingertips have to hold something, and your thumb is crawling in, and the finger is bent a little bit, the second finger, yeah? So you have to bend a little bit here.
I've always interpreted it to look like this, with the straight finger and whatnot. I mean, I've seen different versions of it in the movies, but personally, I like this better because it looked cooler. But this is completely wrong. Wushu ruined it for us. Traditionally, you're supposed to have your fingers bent like this, of course, or else your fingers would break. Why didn't I think of that?
Suddenly, like, I realized why Gordon Liu looks like that, and like it made me feel bad for like giving my own interpretation to it.
And I always wondered, why do you do this? And I knew it was like a bridge strengthening exercise, but to learn the little details behind it and actually how to do it, it's a whole new. It hit me like a ton of bricks.
One leg forward, one leg backward. You can do it like this, yeah, like this. Open stand, right? So you are going to push into my center. I'm going to push into your center. So we have to hold our bridge arm. So 1, 2, 3, hold it like this, right? So hold it for at least 5 to 10 seconds. and then change your arm. So this will give you the power of the structure and the bridge arm, and you learn how to drop your shoulder and using the back to have power.
I had no idea there was so much detail. You know, learning it straight from a Lao family disciple can't get more legit than that.
And so the last thing is in the form we got this sort of movement, isn't it? Right, in Hung Gar, right? Even in Iron White in the future, you'll have this sort of movement. So actually, what is it about? Right? What is the secret about? This is for twisting, because when we're twisting the arm, we train the internal tendons in our arm. So this is how we try Kung Fu. We train when in the field like this, right? We don't have any weight. We can use our own body to train our own our muscle. Okay, so we twist our body, twist our internal tendons, and holding it like this. And then when you open, you twist it in the other way. So you train the internal tendons this way.
Okay, so when I first learned the form, I did some research, right? And then I looked up, you know, some techniques from the Yi Jin Jing, or tendon changing classic. And if you don't know what it is, go ahead and Google it. And then I learned that this exercise was a tendon strengthening exercise. So then I made the connection. I was like, oh, that's why they do it in Hung Kun. Okay. So to be quite honest with you, I kind of already knew that.
In Hung Gar, a lot of time we use the rotation to fight as well. For example, if the punch coming, we roll. Right? If the punch coming, we roll. Understand? So this is all the movement in the future to give you the rotation movement. And also, if people they try to break your arm, for example, if you try to do this, you break the arm like this, right? So because we have done this movement, as soon as I feel he want to break my arm, I can drop it. I can hold it here. Okay, so for example, you want to break my arm, I hold like this. So now you try to break my arm, it's not that easy. And then I can use the stand in here, step side and elbow. Now I can take him down. This is why in Hung Gar we got this movement as well. Okay.
Learning, I didn't know the applications behind it, and you know, being from the Lao family, I did not expect anything less than making applications out of exercises such as these.
You think about Hung Kun, it's very direct and to the point. I always thought of it as a style of Kung Fu that was meant for fighting, meant for strength development, and overall a very external form of martial arts.
Have a look here, he's going for, you help him. Okay, right, like this. Sorry. It's okay. So you can use this one, yeah, okay? This is also in Hung Gar.
There's more to this art. It's very deep, it's very internal, and very complete as a style of Kung Fu.
Yo, what is up, guys? Thank you guys for watching the video. That video is for the true martial arts fans. You guys know who you are. I hope you guys found that video very educational. You guys know we're always going to take you guys with us on our martial arts journey. We got some big stuff coming in the works, so make sure you subscribe. And of course, we got more coming with Sifu Leo Au Yeung. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. New videos every other Monday. And yeah, Martial Club out.